Hi everyone, I wanted to welcome you to my channel, Skint Living UK. My name's Cathy. I live on the northwest coast of England in a city called Liverpool, which is well known for our football, our two cathedrals, the Beatles, music scene and really good student life. I'm 58, I'm currently not working. I'm a working class woman and I've been a single mum for the vast majority of my adult life. So times have been tough, times have had to be frugal as they call it these days. When I was younger it just meant you were broke, you were in poverty, and that's why I've called my channel Skint Living. Basically I try to show as many aspects of my life as possible. Today I'm doing a little bit of cooking. Sometimes I show stuff I'm decluttering because I'm trying to clear the house because I want to put my house up for sale. I show some DIY that I do to save money because I'm living on a tiny income. I show some crafting that I do, which I always do on the cheap. And just generally my shopping and cooking and things like I do every day, like we all do, and I try to do it in ways to save money. I live with my grown-up son, he's 23, he works full-time in the NHS, and his money goals are to save a deposit up for his own place. He gets paid monthly, but he pays me weekly. And with that money I pay for shopping. I allocate £70 a week for shopping for me and him and our pets. We have a cat, a dog and a goldfish. We have a little bulldog and a little black cat and a big goldfish, and basically we try to be as frugal as we can so we can achieve our money goals. My money goal is to pay off the last of my debts. I had 8 and I'm down to 1 because I used the debt snowball, so just over a year-ish, about 16 months it took me to pay off those 7 debts, and now I'm on my last one, but fortunately there's no interest on it. I own my own home. I downsized in 2020, so I don't have to pay anything out for rent or mortgage. I bought a house as a fixer-upper. The first house we bought was a fixer-upper. I bought on my own with no partner, did it all myself, and continue to do it all myself. My other children left home, so what money I've got coming in is my tiny teacher's pension. I was the first person in my family to go to college, first person in my family to go to university, and the first person in my family to buy their own home. Because I come from a background of poverty and struggling, and I just thought, right, I need to draw a line under this, and for me the best way to do that was education. These days it's not so easy because student loans is punitively expensive. When I went it was £3,000 a year, it's currently 9, and there's rumours of it going up to 13,000 a year, which is just basically a way of making sure that the working class don't improve their situation and end up working on minimum wage or on benefits, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, so today I'm cooking some chicken stew. You probably think I'm off my head because it's June, but it's cold and chilly here, and I had this chicken. I bought it reduced the other week and threw it in the freezer from Aldi. It was 30% off, and I needed to finish off the last of my potatoes. I bought a big bag that was reduced to 86p from £1.80 in Asda, some Morris papers. So I thought, right, use them up, and then I had some wilty veg in the fridge. The carrots were past the best, and so were the leeks. The courgette was still fresh, and the onions have been sitting there for a good couple of weeks, so I thought, right, use them all up. So in this pan I've been browning the chicken in a little knob of butter after I chopped it all up. I added some salt and pepper to season and my favourite garlic. I tend to use garlic granules these days because I've got arthritis in my hands and everything I do is really slow. I don't know if you can see. I've got splints on my fingers at the moment because I've recently had an operation on them. And that once they're done, the other hand will get done. And for extra flavour, just to go back to the cooking, I've used some thyme. So in here is butter, thyme, garlic, salt and pepper, and the chicken, of course. This has been bubbling away for a good 4 or 5 minutes, so it's all done. So now I'm going to chuck the veggies in. Please bear with me because I'm doing this with one hand. Oh, that was good. I only dropped one piece of carrot, so that's okay. It's coming up. Put it on the end. Let's get it all in. So basically when I do stew, I just use up what I've got. I have a mooch in the freezer to see what meat I've got. And sometimes I've done it without meat. And try and empty the fridge out, so I need to go shopping for veggies this coming week. Because at the moment all that's in there is some cucumber and beetroot, and that's not the sort of thing I want in a stew. So let's use my cheapy potatoes. Get them in as well. I've boiled a kettle of water because I don't trust the water anymore because of all the poop. If you're not in the UK, our water companies are gouging us for every penny while pouring lots of poop into our waterways, killing all the local wildlife. Nothing really seems to be done about it. These CEOs need to be held accountable. If you've got any updates on that, I appreciate it if you could let me know. But basically, it's money for all rope, as they say. So yeah, so my money goals at the moment are to top up my emergency fund. I've only got 150 in there at the moment because I had nearly 700, but I needed a new electric shower and I needed to pay electricians to sort that out because there was problems with the electric. And obviously a plumber as well to put in the shower because the electrician couldn't do plumbing. So my money went back down to about 50-60 quid. So I've been topping it up over the last couple of months and I'm up to 150. So that's my emergency fund. So once I get to 200, I'm going to stick that in a different account because I want that 200 to be for my pets, for my cat and my dog, in case anything goes wrong, because I haven't got insurance at the moment because I need to keep our costs down because me and my son live on about 750 to 800 a month. I have a small teacher's pension. I worked full time for 7.5 years, took some time off after because I was unwell, stressed out. Anyone who's a teacher knows what I mean. And then I did supply for years where you don't get any pension. So basically my teacher's pension is tiny. I cashed it in when I was 55 and 58 now, so that was 3 years ago. And my pension is a good £100 or so less than universal credit for a single person, which in the UK is a benefit that is paid out at a measly £396 a month. And we have the lowest benefit in the whole of Europe, which is a national disgrace, and our government is currently thinking and trying to implement more benefit cuts to people who are struggling to find work, people who are disabled or have some sort of impediment, and they've already picked on the pensioners. But for some reason, and everyone keeps asking why can't they tax the rich? Oh, there you go, another controversial subject, isn't it? Because all they'll save is $5 billion by cutting these benefits. The government spends over $1 trillion a year, so it works out less than 1% of their budget. So why they're causing more misery and hardship, I don't know. They have another thing which was implemented by the previous party, the Tories, fake spitting, called a 2-child cap. So if you've got more than 2 children, 3, 4, whatever, they don't give you any money for those children. So basically they're punishing people for having children, and then with the second breath they're moaning that there's not enough kids. So they don't help you with your children. Childcare is through the roof. It's more expensive to pay for childcare than a mortgage. and they're like, oh, there's not enough kids. So they choose not to join the dots because they just want people to work in poverty, do agency work, so it's more precarious because it makes more profits for their friends. Like the bankers at the moment, they're going on about a particular bank at the moment that's going back to private hands. They got bailed out in 2008. Now, when you get a loan from a bank, they insist that you pay them extra in interest than the original amount, and that you do pay it back. So why can't the bankers be treated the same? They got bailed out. They need to be paying the government back, don't they? But no, they look after the bankers' friends. They got rid of the cap on bankers' bonuses so they can pay as much as they like. And they're happy with that because they're all little rich friends. As in any other country at the moment, people are struggling with housing. I'm lucky because I own my own home, but not many people are so fortunate. I bought my original house in 2002. So when I sold it in 2019 and we actually moved out in 2020, there was enough equity left for me to buy this house. And we've been here 5 years, and I'm still fixing it up. So I'm hoping this year we get all the little niggly things done and then get it up for sale. But as I said, there's people struggling to pay for housing or even get housing. There's next to no social housing here. Scotland is better, there's a lot more social housing there, but in England and Wales, no. You'd be on the list for 10, 20 years before you got anything. And the housing, the state of it, is not worth waiting for. And it's so expensive. Social housing is much cheaper, but a lot of people have resorted over the last decade or so to private rent. And these landlords are making an absolute fortune. But politicians won't do anything about it because guess what? Most of them, a lot of them, are landlords themselves. So they're not going to shoot themselves in the foot, are they? So I'll get off my soapbox now. So I just wanted to give you some context. Yeah, I'm working class, single mum who's tried her best to improve her situation by going to college and university. Did some teaching for years where I thought, right, these people are nuts. It's lots of middle class people telling working class people how to live their lives and are very judgy about it. I've actually sat in meetings where teachers were slagging off single parents while me and another single parent teacher were sitting there and they didn't give a hoot. Now and again you get the, oh, I don't mean you. I said, well, you do mean me, don't you? So, judgy, nasty, backstabbing friends, smiling assassins I call them, because they're nice to your face and gossip and horrible about you behind your back. So I was quite happy to leave because I just think, no matter what school you go to, because I went to multiple schools and they're all the same. So yeah, poisonous and toxic, but like our politicians. So there you go, I finished my ramble. I've just got to put the lid on my stew and leave it to hobble bubble for a while. Thanks so much for watching, and if you've been interested in anything I've got to moan about, please like, share and subscribe. And thank you for watching if you've managed to get to the end. I really appreciate it. Bye for now.